everyone. It's my great honor and pleasure to be here today. My name is Shoichiro Konishi from Japan Housing Finance Agency, which is 100% owned by the Japanese government. I hope my presentation gives you some idea today. Okay, my first theme is energy efficiency. The energy consumption share of Europe is about 15% in the world, the orange part. And on the other hand, Asia Pacific share is about 40%, the gray part. So I think it would be also important for Japan to implement e-policy and also provide technical assistance in the whole Asian countries. And Japan is the 5th primary energy consumption country, and Italy is 16th. Primary energy supply per GDP of Japan and EU is lower than other countries, but we would find out what we can do more. After the oil crisis in 1970s, Act on Rational Use of Energy was enacted for factories, transportation, and buildings in Japan. Responding to the Act, EE standards and EE performance grades for houses were also stipulated by the government. The higher the standards, the greater is the grade number. There are many incentives for EE houses, namely loans, grants, and tax incentives. And for most of those incentives, the EE standards and EE performance grades, which I explained, are applied uniformly. Let me introduce my agency. My agency was established originally in 1950. Our former entity was GHLC, Government Housing Loan Corporation, which was founded in 1950. And now JHF, Japan Housing Finance Agency. We changed the entity's role, main business, from direct loan origination to securitization business with MVS. But for both GHLC and JHF, one of the common missions was to enhance the quality of houses. And national housing policy theme in Japan was shifted from new construction number to good quality of houses in these 10 years. Both GHLC and JHF used to and has 3 initiatives to provide good quality houses. First, establishing our own technical standards, even though we are financial institutions. Secondly, publishing housing construction specification. And thirdly, conducting inspection of construction. To achieve this initiative, our agency has 117 architects and engineers out of total 915 staff members, even though we are a financial institution. Our agency, JHF, provides long-term fixed-rate mortgages called Flat 35S, Flat 35, as the interest rates are flat for 35 years through our securitization business. And we require the basic EE technical standards and inspection them to provide the mortgages. We have the Building Standard Act in Japan applicable to all houses, which requires no EE standard. So for our product Flat 35, we require basic EE standard. If the house satisfies higher EE technical standard, we even reduce some interest rates. This program is called Flat 35S Special. Actually, we reduce the interest rates if the house satisfies one of the 4 performances in terms of energy efficiency, earthquake resilience, comfortability for elderly people, and durability and flexibility. Those four performances are very important and prior policies for housing in Japan now. If the house satisfies EE performance grade 4, we reduce 0.3% for the first 5 years from flat 35. Now, the basic flat 35 interest rate is only 1.06% as of May. So first 5 years is 0.76%. If the house satisfies EE performance grade 5, we reduce 0.3% for the first 10 years instead of 5 years. Another program of our mortgage is flat 35S. When we heard a great earthquake in 2011, big tsunami hit the nuclear power plant and the electric power fell short. So we expanded the interest rate reduction scale from 0.3% to 1.0% to revive economy and promote EE for houses. Another measures are for existing houses, including renovation. In the aging country like Japan, these measures are indispensable, and we expanded the reduction scale from 0.3% to 0.6%. We JHF also promote EE, energy efficiency of rental houses, whose quality tend to be lower than the owner-occupied houses by requiring EE standard. Now, about private financial institutions, I will talk, and local government also. Unfortunately, they don't seem to find advantage of promoting EE houses still now. So the bank's interest rate, because the bank's interest rate margin is so low that they could not hardly reduce their interest rate anymore. And local government units have the higher priority policies, such as for decreasing birth rate and aging society. We enforce inspection of construction to ensure that the house satisfies our technical standards 3 times, i.e. inspection of drawings, on-site inspection when under construction, and on-site inspection on completion. We outsource inspection to 128 private inspection institutions to implement our business nationwide. GHLC had kept improving the quality of houses, as you can see in those charts, including EE, and so does JHF. Improvement of physical condition is also paid attention in EE houses of Japan. The medical research in Japan shows the greater the EE grade, the more improved are the health conditions, such as bronchial asthma, sore throat, cough, and atopic dermatitis. Regarding the contribution of life habit, thermal insulation, the pink bar on the light chart, contribute to health improvement more than drinking, exercise, and smoking, surprisingly. I think it might be one option for you to add this health improvement contribution by EE houses to your EeMAP. In 2020, when Tokyo Olympics game will be held, the government will impose some energy efficiency standards to all the new houses for the first time in Japan. In same 2020, the government is also aiming at making net zero energy house to be the standard house. This is international comparison of heat loss coefficient for houses. European countries have less heat loss than Japan. But Japan, instead of that, covers that with energy-efficient equipment. Our next topic is anti-seismic. This map shows with red spots where there were earthquakes in the world. You can see Japan had a lot of earthquakes in the middle of this map, in the center of this map, and there were some in Italy too. And of course, in some countries along Mediterranean Sea. There are many anticipated large-scale earthquakes in the future in Japan, especially Nankai Trough earthquake is anticipated as large magnitude 8 to 9 class earthquake. If the earthquake hit this area, 627,000 buildings are presumed to be completely destroyed and 38,000 people to be died by collapsed buildings. But suppose all the buildings are anti-seismic, the damage would be less than 20% of that. Now the share of houses which satisfy anti-seismic grade 1 anti-seismic is around 80% whole in Japan. As a target, we would like to make it 100% in 2025. Anti-seismic performance grades were stipulated in the same way as EE performance grades based on Housing Quality Assurance Act in Japan. Grade 1 is basic anti-seismic performance grade stipulated in the Building Standards Act applicable to all houses, which is resistant to the earthquake scale generated once in hundreds of years. Grade 2 resists to earthquake force 1.25 times compared to grade 1. Grade 3, 1.5 times. We reduce also interest rates for anti-seismic houses with flat 35S, same as EE houses. The reduction system is same as EE. For anti-seismic performance grade 3, we apply flat 35S plan A, for grade 2 plan B. About 20% of existing houses are not anti-seismic, as I said. So renovation for existing houses also very important issue. So we also provide renovation loans for anti-seismic renovation. The interest rate is as low as 0.77% as of last month. And special repayment for the elderly system can be also used. Proven strengths. The actual earthquake, much less than houses built with our loans, were destroyed or badly damaged than ordinary houses in this chart, as you can see. We conduct not only the prevention for earthquake, but also appropriate reaction to the actual earthquake disasters. For great earthquake in 2011 in Japan, we provide low interest rate loans for the victims. For the first 5 years, the loan rate is 0%, and next 5 years we lower by 0.53% per year. To provide this disaster loans, we use Japanese government Ministry Finance Fund system to raise funds, because in such disaster situation, the money market doesn't work normally. We also accept the subsidies to lower the interest rate for the victims, because those reaction is very important for policies. Finally, we share the knowledge with the World Bank regarding anti-seismic measures for other countries. The complete detailed edition will be available on the World Bank website this autumn. Please wait. Okay, thank you. Thank you for your attention.